Welcome back to Jupiter's Bible Study. So, lately I've been going into prayer to God about everything, and even the little things, times where my patience is running thin. I have these moments where I get overwhelmed, but I am deciding to wait on God. I'm deciding to wait on Him to bless me with a job. I am deciding to wait on Him to bless this channel and other endeavors that I have. And so I'm just asking prayer for patience. I'm asking for prayer and understanding the word and how to apply it to my life. I'm asking for prayer to not fear when I sleep, to not have fear creep upon me. I'm asking for prayer to trust in Him. And so I'm still in the book of Job. Right now, I am on chapter 14, I believe. Yeah, 14. But I often go back and read the other chapters to get a better understanding because I know I can read through it, and I do highlight and make little comments next to the verses. So I'll go through a few of the verses that I've made notations, like whether I have put parentheses or highlighted it. So one of the verses that stuck out to me was I'm just flicking through. So far, Job and his friends are going back and forth with each other. His friends are trying to encourage him and remind him about, his faith and what it means. Not him having a great life and being blessed and being blameless, but more so them telling him to examine the test that you are going through. And instead of just saying that you are innocent and you don't deserve it. So Job does say he does give God credit somewhere. He sprinkles that in, but most of it is him just kind of contesting and saying that he could not ever bring God to court. And, who can stand against him? He's mighty. And it's true. He is mighty. He is good. He is gracious. He is powerful. So I have a lot of things highlighted in things in parentheses, but let me just read one or two. So I'm going to start off in Job chapter 8, verse 13. Such is the destiny of all who forget God. So perishes the hope of the godless. What they trust in is fragile. What they rely on is a spider's web. They lean on the web, but it gives way. They cling to it, but it does not hold. They are like a well-watered plant in the sunshine, spreading its shoots over the garden. And this reference to specifically chapter 8, verse 16. They are like a well-watered plant in the sunshine, spreading its shoots over the garden. It entwines its roots around a pile of rocks and looks for a place among the stones. If you know anything about plants, it thrives with soil. And basically it's saying that those that forget God, basically are looking for soil, but they are only finding rocks because they have forgotten God. And I like I look at it kind of as poetry. Such is the destiny of all who forget God, so perishes the hope of the godless. What they trust in is fragile. What they rely on is a spider's web. if you ever ran into a spider's web, it gets all over you. It has no sort of, it cannot hold a human being. You will fall into it. If you ever tried to fall into a web, you'll fall straight through. And that's what they're saying, is that when you don't lean on God, you're leaning on a spider's web. Chapter 8, verse 15, they lean on the web, but it gives way. They cling to it, but it does not hold. And so, I look at that as when trouble comes. When trouble comes, people look for something to cling to. And when they're not clinging to God, whatever they're clinging to will not hold. They will still fall. If they're trying to break their fall, they'll just fall. And I did notice in the other chapters after 8, the well-watered plant in the sunshine spreading its shoots. Is used again to describe, and I'll try to find that other verse, and I wish I would, because sometimes the verses are repeated but in a different way, but sometimes the same way. And so I wish I would have connected that for this video. But right now I'm struggling a little bit. I'm turning to the word. I'm relying on my best friend, my mom, just family and friends. And I wish I could make more friends. But right now I'm trying to get myself together so that I could be strong enough to, in the friendship, to not be influenced, or to actually be a friend to someone and actually know what it truly means to have someone to be a friend to me. And I'm just in this brand new place in my life, and I'm praying a lot. And sometimes I'm like, am I praying too much? But I know that God is there for me, and it's never too much, and He likes that I'm turning to Him. I just get discouraged, and I'm glad that I'm in the book of Job, because Job is definitely discouraged. He's now talking as if he's, he's like waiting for his day in court, but he's like, who can defend me against God? He's so sure that God is the one that's doing this to him. And yes, God is allowing it, but He's not the one doing it. And he doesn't know about the conversation that was first had in the beginning of the Job. When God said, when God said to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? He is blameless and upright. And so I pray that I ask for the right things. I pray to have strength. And, when you have a habit and you cut out that habit, and you replace it with another, but it's better than the habit that you had before, I'm learning that I cannot lean on that. I have to lean on God, and in all ways possible, lean on Him and lean on this word that He has left for us to help guide us. Now, I told you that I'm in chapter 15, because I just finished 14. And like I said, I reread the verses so that I can get a better understanding. And just to read another verse to you that I have highlighted, because I don't see. Okay, so I didn't highlight this, but I want to talk about it. So chapter 11, verse 2, are all these words to go unanswered? Is this talker to be vindicated? Will your idle talk reduce others to silence? Will no one rebuke you when you mock? It's interesting because I could say that I was a talker, definitely was a talker, but I think that I was just blowing out hot air. Yes, I did have some wisdom in things that I said, but I feel like now I'm slow to talk and more eager to listen and understand. That's where I am in the place in my life. That's where I'm at. I also pray that I'm able to, that I get to the gym. I know that if I work out, that'll help me feel better. And I have some books that I like from Kindle, but it's on my phone. I like physical books though, but I have some books that I can read through, like go to a quiet place other than where I live and sit down and read and write, like summarize what I read. And, there's just a lot of things that I want to do, and I just don't want to get ahead of myself. So I ask that you please keep me in prayer. And, I'm going to end this video. Maybe I'll piece it with another part of the, if I make another video, I'll piece it with this one. But today is kind of tough. But like if I'm looking at things like in the way of the word, right? Job has had a life just full of blessings, and then it all got taken away from him. And I remember when I had a good day, like a day ago or two, Monday, I believe it was. It was a really good day, and I was just thanking God. And today is Wednesday, and today's just things are kind of like not. I'm just kind of discouraged, and I want to learn from what I'm reading is that God doesn't bless us with a good day every single day. And, it's what we make of it. It's truly what we make of it. It could be a good day if I look at it as a good day. But, sometimes I wish I had, like my best friend, I wish I could talk to that person more. But right now I know that God is taking me somewhere, and I just need to trust in him. So be blessed and be a blessing.